Jim Romer from bestweatherinc.com, the only all commodity weather newsletter offering trading strategies for natural gas traders in New York to Brazilian coffee producers to Australian wheat farmers, you name it. Please go to my site, bestweatherinc.com, and learn how to trade commodities, even ETFs, which are very conservative if you're a novice investor and you like to trade the stock market. What is going on in commodities right now? Oh my goodness, a lot going on. Droughting rains coming to Brazil. Talk about that in a second here in my report. Versus very tight stocks globally and irreversible damage causing volatility in the coffee market. A global deficit of sugar and higher crude prices tends to mean higher sugar. And we've been bullish that market since the freezes in Brazil last summer, but things are changing in South America. Tight natural gas stocks. Boy, if we have a cold winter, markets will go absolutely crazy, but are we going to have a cold winter? My research does not necessarily believe all these doom and gloom solar cycle people talking about the coldest winter on record and all this. Ridiculous. No, that's not going to happen most likely. Cocoa prices soaring and post-COVID demand ideas, got production being down this year. The green new economy and a backlog of delivery of supplies because of COVID has created a bull market, everything from cotton to copper, oats and spring wheat. But some of our best recommendations this past summer in my Weather Wealth Twice a Week newsletter, some of those markets up $5,000 to $8,000 a contract on my forecast for droughts in the Northern Plains in Canada in the oats market. Big news right now is this red drought areas all through Brazil. They produce more goods for our breakfast table than America and any other country in the world. Orange juice, coffee, sugar. What happens here in the next few months will impact commodity prices in Brazil and all over the world. Everybody right now is really pretty much long natural gas, coffee, and multiple commodities. And that could change somewhat based on La Nina and also something we call a warm tropical South Atlantic. You can see the warm ocean south of West Africa, extending off the northeast coast of Brazil. A warm tropical South Atlantic, combined with a stronger La Nina than we had last year, tends to increase rainfall in the drought-stricken areas. What does the warm Atlantic actually suggest? This is Meteorology 101. Map to the right, more convection. See that white ice and crystals, cloud tops to the right there. You have a warm ocean, you tend to get more upper vertical motion. That's a simplified discussion about that. And you tend to see more rain. To the left, when you have cooler oceans like we had last year in the Atlantic, you tend to see more suppression. One of the reasons that we had that big drought in South America, creating this disaster for sugar and also coffee crops. I do really believe in climate change deforestation. I do believe that's a main reason for these droughts increasing over the years in much of North and South America. But things are probably going to be changing. Now, this is last year when you have the cooler Atlantic. Remember, the opposite of this warm signal you see there. When you have a cooler Atlantic like we had last year, look at the red, drier than normal summer between October, November, and last February for much of the sugar cane, orange, and also coffee growing areas with a weak La Nina. Now look at this. This is a stronger La Nina my program is predicting. Climate Predict, my in-house program. Look at the blue, wetter than normal versus last year. Red, drier than normal. So the warm tropical South Atlantic combined with a stronger La Nina does suggest this drought easing. But how do you trade this stuff? Are we going to still have a bull market in sugar and orange juice and soybeans and coffee? I have some option strategies longer term to pretty much create less risk if you're trading, and also some ETF strategies too, which means the market won't be as volatile. You can sleep at night. You'll have to go to my website, bestweatherinc.com. Get your feet wet. Learn how to invest in commodities with my newsletter there on the right, Climate Intelligence. $49, folks, 1 month. I have a trade for my clients that's going to make probably $5,000 a contract here in natural gas if the winter is warm over the next 4 to 8 weeks, the late fall and early winter. This pays for the service for years, if I'm correct. To the left, Weather Wealth, twice a week newsletter. Get the best long-range forecast, whether you're in Brazil or Argentina or Europe or the United States, and get much more specific trading strategies that I have to offer. So anyway, have a great weekend. And again, South American weather is going to be key, and La Nina is going to have a big impact on the natural gas and energy markets here and grains in the weeks and months to come. Thank you.